Hello again. We're off in a different direction. Having a little bit of a zigzag walk. Gonna head up this way today, up Barnpark Road, as I want to show you the old Belvedere Hotel. Jane used to go on holiday there and sent me through a 1989 brochure, which is very interesting and quite detailed, so you'll be able to read it. Lovely. And also, before I forget, I want to wish a very happy birthday, belated at that, to Andy. Yay! Yes, it was his birthday yesterday, by the time this video goes live. Unfortunately, I didn't do it yesterday because I got a bit confused. I knew in my mind I had to do it the day after I'd been to Shoulden, but I didn't realise I'd missed off Shoulden by a day, so I was a day out. So anyway, belated birthday for Andy. Happy birthday, mate. Can't wait to do more walks with you in the future. Lovely. So this building over here was once the Belvedere Hotel. And I remember it all of my lifetime as a Belvedere Hotel. And people used to come down from all over to stay there. So did Jane. Here's a 1989 brochure shot. Of course, you can pause if you want to read any of that. Hopefully you can zoom in as well because it's fairly good quality. And it's lovely. Yes, it became a private house back in about 2000 and something, owned by the people that own Lazy Jack's Clothing down in the Triangle. And that's all a private house now. Fair play, lovely. And that did used to be an entrance on the side there, I seem to remember, from back in the day. Thanks, Jane. Highlands Holiday Apartments. I know a few of you watching stay there from time to time. Then you've got the apartments which are budgety, and then you've got that room at the back which is a bit more upmarket. Lovely. So you pay your money, you take your choice. Smashing. Remember back when I was younger, the way those trees are up there coming right across the road, it was like that all the way up here. That house there used to have a couple of big trees in it. Remember that? And just did that one there. Yeah, it was much more covered up back in the day. Oh, this is much more how I remember it, with the trees on either side, pretty much all the way up from Belvedere, give or take. Hello, little blackbird. That's nice, they provided me with a mirror so I can check my hair. Looking good. And this is the top section of Barnpark here. Woodlands B&B down there. That used to have a big archway across the top when it was Woodlands Hotel. Up there, of course, is Barnpark Terrace, which is mostly flats now. Got a little cottage there on the corner. And this is the very top of Barnpark up from here on up. Just saw a little Rufus then. As I stopped to film him, he shot off over there into Barnsley Drive. Many a happy hour spent as a child in there, behind the trees in the park. It's not a public park per se, it's just the gardens and space behind the flats and that. But that's the Barnpark, the park bit of Barnpark. Of course, over there, James Smith used to live, and just where those flowers are and that bit of grass, used to be outside toilets. Remember that well? Because you pop in there after you're running around in there. Use the toilet. There used to be police houses, you know, given to someone that was coming to work in the police in Teignmouth. So, all good. And of course, Galway over there. There we are, top of Barnpark. Down here for this other zigzag part I'm talking about, this zigzag walk. Now, I've actually covered this area in quite some detail, with lots of pictures of the old houses that used to be here, a good look around Galway, all sorts of stuff. And I'm linking to that now, up the top. So if you'd like to see this little area up here, and Barnpark, and find out how it used to be divided among the manor houses back in the day, because about 4 houses controlled virtually all the land, then yeah, check out that video. Glad the sky has cleared somewhat now. I was held off from going out for quite a while. I was going to go out quite early this morning, as it's the first day that I haven't had to give Mum her eye drops. Yay! She's finished her course of eye drops now, meaning that in a couple of weeks she's got an appointment to be signed off, and then she can see about getting her glasses. Lovely. So I tried to go off earlier and it poured down with rain, so I ended up waiting in for the rain to pass. Never mind, all good now, all good now. We are down by the Clifton and we're going to zigzag back up now, just for the fun of it, around here. Nice simple walk really today though. I don't have a lot of time this afternoon. I've got my mega babysitting day today. I say that because normally I come over for an hour or so, but this one, they're going to a concert down in Cornwall somewhere, so I've got to be there from early afternoon all the way through till silly o'clock at night, or silly o'clock in the morning. All good though, all good. Now just over there, in amongst those bushes, that is the old gates to the old Galway mansion in there, covered in that video. And when I was younger, I used to cut across there, climb up the side when I was over in Mules Park, or Beacon Park as we called it then. I'd cut home towards Barnpark. I know I've probably told you that, but I have told you that a few times before, but there's new people watching all the time, of course. So if you haven't heard that before, it's new. If not, sorry, I repeat. Here we go into the Rowdens to zig. Yes, we zigged and we zagged and we zigged. No, we're zagging again. That's right. Zagging down through the water features of the Dell in Mules Park. Looks like I'm walking into someone's garden here, but I'm not. Just get to the bottom down here. This is a public road, and well, you can see it. You can see it in real time. More than welcome just to cut down here into this pathway, which is a little bit hidden away, but there we go. And this takes you onto the back trip bit down to the water features. I'll just cut off across into the park. Lovely up here. Might as well enjoy the sunshine as well while I'm at it. And here we are into the water feature area, the Dell. Beautiful. Flowers are coming up nicely by the Guinera. Certainly grown, isn't it? Certainly grown. This area just here in front of me has been cleared somewhat, enabling me to look here and say this is where that huge Guinera used to live. No sign of where it came from, where they took it out from. But that's this. I'm stood now where that huge Guinera used to be, and I'd stand over there filming it. Quite crazy. Under the red archway, red leaves. And here we are down the bottom of the new bit they've recently opened up for walking. And he's not flowing today. Normally there's a waterfall there. Need more rain. And only fair to say lots of volunteer gardeners up here today, doing lots of clearing and weeding and stuff like that. Haven't kept any of them in the video, because yeah, it's none of my business to put them in, but they are up here doing a wonderful job. And the wind is picking up as I walk this last bit here. Makes me think, what's it going to be like when I get down onto the Skew Bridge? I'm doing a mapping thing today. If it works, you'll see it at the end. But it's just told me I've walked just over a mile just now. So you think where I've walked, haven't walked anywhere that I haven't filmed. That's a mile. My own chiropractor went well. Yes, excellent. Full MOT. Good for another 4 months. A weak bridge sign still there, unfortunately. Not quite so visible there from this shot behind the barrel, but when you're sat up there, very, very visible. Here we are, Skew Bridge, or Norman's Bridge. Gonna run the Norman clip. I know some of you really like it. Here we go. There we are. Norman crossing his bridge, and all is well with the world. Lovely. Whee! Have to be careful doing that, leaning over the bridge, holding the phone out in front of me to get that shot. And a couple of big gusts of wind nearly took my phone out of my hands. Just have a quick shifty off the old observation deck while I'm here. Lovely little area. And there's a treasure. 5x zoom. Nothing crazy. Up here. Yes. Seafront. Beach. Bean. And bean seating area. Lovely. And of course Mum's favourite view of all. Looking this way. She does like that. Lovely. Right down this little set of steps here. To zig back on myself. And here we go. Zigging up to Sprey Point. Here we are, officially on the Seawall. Ideal. And there goes Derrisley, one of my longest subscribers. He was subscribed to me when I had about 10 people. He was one of them. Lovely. Especially to meet him just a year ago first. And he's also informed me that Barry, as in Barry at the back of Where the Spoons, or back of Where the Spoons for Barry, is lurking around up at Sprey Point. So everyone's down. Having a reunion. Smashing. All we need now is for some trains to come along, and that'll really put the cherry on top of the proverbial cake. Come on trains, where are you? Ask for a train and ye shall receive. Something Thompson OBE written on that, out the corner of my eye. And as I watch that go by, I've just had my 1.5 mile mention in my ears. On the go slow. Right, we'll just pop over and see Rufus. I've just checked my stats thing, and this is the map it's generated for me. Here we go. As you can see, that's why I said we're on a zigzag walk. I stopped up here, otherwise I'd just be doubling back on myself. But you see the zigzag of where we went, so that's why it was a zigzag walk. Anyway, feed Rufus and wander back. More and more overgrown each time I come up. Someone's put some peanuts in, which is nice. There are a couple of little tiny birds there. There he is. They're after the mealworms I've thrown down there. There's another one over there somewhere, but I can't see him at the moment. Anyway, we've got food in the Rufus feeder, food in the hanger, and food on the floor. So that'll do. Heading out this way today. Good, so we'll fight my way back through the undergrowth. No immediate sign of Barry, unfortunately, but I'm sure I'll bump into him soon, sooner rather than later. Could possibly be on the wall, but I can't really tell till I look on the big screen if I've seen him or not. Shall we have a picture? Really old one. Parsons Tunnel up there. This is from 1851. 1851. Here we go, look at that. Loads to unpack in that. Got the, I'm not going to say it's broad gauge even. It was the track that was here for 7 years apparently before they changed it. So it said in one of the comments to the photo. And of course you've got the old Parson and the Clarks it used to be. And yes, and the old tunnel there. Different shape to it. Absolutely smashing. Lovely picture. 1851. Lovely. Right, well, that's the end of the zigzag wander, or where I'm going different. Gonna head back now, head up home, and get ready to go and do this mega babysit. Train coming in the distance. Will it be a happy train? Place your bets. Someone's waving up ahead at him. Here we go. Come on now. Be happy. Yay! Happy train. Whee! Lovely. At least you've got one nice happy train. Nice and loud, nice and clear. Right here at Sprey Point in Teignmouth. This lovely morning at about 12:30. Give or take tuppence. I can hear a train behind me. That was a big one. Lovely. There we are. Lovely little wander off the seawall. Aspire to sea swim? Yes, you can. Probably because of the cost of going to the Lido, especially for over 50s as well. Yeah, I was seeing something on the internet the other day about it. Someone said, how do I go about getting an adult swim down there? The answer was, oh, well, you download the app onto your smartphone, and then using the app you decide when you want to book it, and then you pay via the app, and they'll tell you when you can do it, and you can book an hour session, and it's £7 something. And I thought, flipping heck, what happens to just turning up, paying your money on the door, going in there for as long as you wanted, staying most of the day, even coming out and going back in because you had a ticket. Those were the days. And with that, I'll leave you for my trip over to Kingston for my epic babysitting duty, which I'm really looking forward to, in all truth, be honest. All good. and see you tomorrow. Got something special going on actually. I'm not going to say too much about it, but something different tomorrow. Somewhere I've not been before. Lovely. Don't want to jinx it. Cheers. First conker fallen off a tree. Crazy.